Republican senators will hold hearings to determine why there was looting and violence for days after George Floyd's death. Senator Paul Gazelka announced that the hearings will start next week, and their goal will be to determine who's responsible for allowing the violence and destruction to happen. Here's Esme Murphy.
All witnessed the destruction of businesses, some in broad daylight, with no police response, and the question was, who decided the looters would be allowed to do that?
Senate Majority Leader Paul Gazelka announced the oversight hearings will start next week to answer basic questions of what happened and why.
We all witnessed the takeover of the 3rd Precinct after the police had fled and then it was destroyed. Who ordered that stand down?
The hearings will also look into the chain of events surrounding the June 10th toppling of the Christopher Columbus statue at the Capitol. While some Democrats seem glad to see the statue go,
I will not shed a tear over the loss of a statue that honored someone who, of his own admission, sold 9- and 10-year-old girls into sex slavery.
the incident has outraged Republicans who see it as a broader sign of the governor and Democrats giving the green light to lawlessness. Gazelka said Democratic senators will be part of the hearing. Democratic legislators responded, citing the failure of the legislature to agree on police reform. Assistant DFL Minority Leader Jeff Hayden said, "I am deeply disturbed by Senate Republicans' complete lack of urgency to protect the black lives that are at risk of being killed at the hands of police officers." Senator Gazelka did not answer a question on whether these oversight hearings will have subpoena power, but an aide later clarified that they will. Either way, it sets up a public forum that will revisit the violence that occurred after George Floyd's death and answer some of the basic questions of what happened and why. At the Capitol, Esme Murphy, WCCO 4 News.
We also heard from the Minnesota House People of Color and Indigenous Caucus. In a statement, they said if oversight of law enforcement is the goal, Senate Republicans must quickly join the Posse Caucus to advance real criminal justice reforms. The House and Senate still have unfinished business after adjourning the special session last week. They failed to reach a compromise on police reform and a bonding bill.